My name is Godwin. I'm an artist. I grew up in a home with two loving parents, supported me and rebuked me and disciplined me and loved me. And I grew up in church my whole life, but it really clicked as to like what it was and why, what it was all about in high school when I started going to youth group. This gospel is God's undeserved favor poured out in my life through His Son, Jesus Christ.
I like that. I'm sure you're ready for something now.
The youth pastors and the counselors who were just college kids, they weren't just doing it to be nice or be like, oh, we gotta help, the younger kids, but they did it out of love. I'm an artist who works very organically. It's a very personal and enjoyable process to me, and I just let each step inform the next. Like, I want something to be fun, but it might end up being serious, and when I want something to be really loose and just free, it ends up being really tight and rendered, and you just kind of have to go with it because that's where it's going. I love working on a small team, and I love working in my own studio. They both kind of feed the different sides of me. And recently, I'm just realizing that I'm not exactly who I think I am. The better version of me in my head is not who I actually am. But that's okay, because I myself am a work in progress. When I was young, my grandpa would show up at my house, come in, grab me and say, "Hey, I got something for you." And he would take me out to his van and he would give me a pile of books or a microscope and slide set or fossils, or always kind of something kind of weird and something I've never seen before. He always was tinkering and exploring and getting into all sorts of hobbies and stuff like that. So that kind of stuck with me as a heavier influence in my childhood. I was accepted into the VCU Arts program, and from there just kind of hit the ground running. The way the Arts Foundation program was set up was just kind of a do everything, try everything. I love that, and that still kind of is with me today. So even though Arts Foundation was amazing, I still did not get into any department. I was rejected from them all, but I begged and pleaded, and communication arts let me in. So to me, that was a sign of love, saying, "Yep, that's what I'm going to do." I started carrying around a sketchbook in college and drawing in it every day. I can lead back pretty much every day for the past 5 or 6 years. Each book kind of became a timeline of where I was that month or week or however long it took me to fill that sketchbook up. As I was developing as an artist, my walk with Christ was also developing. I've had a lot of heroes in the design and illustration and photography world that I really used to idolize. That fuse ran out pretty quickly, and I realized that that's not where my hope is, and not in my career. It's in Christ, and I know that because of what He's done for me, whether I am an artist and in the creative field for the rest of my life or not, my faith will be in Him, and I will thank Him for every day that I'm alive.